God bless you, good people, and indeed you are great. The work you are doing with us is amazing. Keep on subscribing to our channels, keep liking, keep sharing. The comments you are leaving are important for us. May God bless you as you keep doing that, as we also cheer you. Yes, in our last episode, we learned a very crucial and important thing that Abraham did. What is it that Abraham did? Abraham realized that Lot was creating a mayhem by quarreling, and he advised Lot to stop quarreling because they were close relatives. Very important keynote, that when we are relatives, when we are friends, when we are citizens, we are not allowed to quarrel. So stop quarreling. Another thing that we learned is that Abraham built an altar to the Lord immediately he was given the parcel of that land. So he appreciated, he acknowledged. Are you also acknowledging? Are you also exchanging good with God for what God has done to you? Remember that all the belongings or the wealth that you have are from God. So from today, do something to the Lord. Go and build an altar to the Lord. God bless you as you plan to do that. Now, in our next episode, which is chapter 14 in the book of Genesis, we want to see what Abraham did to Lot. At that time, when Amraphel was king of China, Arioch, king of Elazar, Kedoloma, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of Goim. These kings went to war against Bera, king of Sodom. Bisha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, Shemaber, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, that is Zoar. All these later kings joined forces in the valley of Sidon, that is the Dead Sea Valley. For 12 years, they had been subjects of Kedoloma, but in the 13th year, they rebelled. Are you able to master those names? Very technical, botanic names. It is important to learn the lesson of what we've just talked about. In the 14th year, Kedoloma and the kings allied with him went out and defeated the Rephites in Ashtoreth, Canaim, the Zuzites in Hamath, the Emites in Sheba, Carathians and the Horites in the hill country of Shear, as far as El Paran near the desert. Then they turned back and went to En Mishpat, that is the Kadesh, and they conquered the whole territory of the Amalekites, as well as the Amorites who were living in Hazazon Tamar. Wow. Then the king of Sodom, the king of Gomorrah, the king of Admah, the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, that is Zoar, marched out and drew up their battle lines in the valley of Siddim. against Kedoloma, king of Elam, Tidal, king of Goim, Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Ariel, king of Elazar, 4 kings against 5. Now the valley of Sidon was full of tar pits. And when the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, some of them fell into them, and the rest fled to the hills. The 4 kings seized all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their food, then they went away. They also carried off Abraham's nephew, Lot, and his possessions, since he was living in Sodom. Wow, their war must have been very tough. A man who had escaped came and reported this to Abraham, the Hebrew. Now Abraham was living near the great trees of Mamre, the Amorites, a brother of Eshcol and Ner, all whom were allied with Abraham. When Abraham heard that his relative had been taken captive, he called out the 318 trained men born in his household and went in pursuit as far as Dan. During the night, Abraham divided his men to attack them and routed them, pursuing them as far as Hobah, north of Damascus. He recovered all the goods and brought back his relative Lot and his possession, together with the women and other people. That is the work of Abraham. He never wanted to relent. He never wanted to leave his relative to be taken captive with his enemies. After Abraham turned from defeating Kedoloma and the kings of allied with him, the king of Sodom came out to meet him in the valley of Shev, that is the king's valley. Then Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought out bread and wine. He was priest of God Most High, and he blessed Abram, saying, "Blessed be Abraham by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth. And praised be to God Most High, who delivered your enemies into your hands." Then Abraham gave him a tenth of everything. Abraham gave back a tenth of everything. At what time do you also give back a tenth of your earnings? That is a subject for another day. The king of Sodom said to Abraham, "Give me the people and keep the goods for yourself." Give me the goods and keep the people for yourself. But Abraham said to the king of Sodom, "With raised hand I have sworn an oath to the Lord, God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, that I will accept nothing belonging to you, not even a thread or the strap of a sandal, so that you will never be able to say, 'I made Abraham rich.'" Wow, very important. So that you are able to take advantage of me. I will accept nothing but what my men have eaten, and the share that belongs to the men who went with me. To Anna, Shako, and Meah, let them have their share. Wow. So that is how Abraham saved Lot. He rescued Lot. And he had a strong man. It is important to have a strong people around you that are God-given. Glory be to him. That is the chapter. That is what we've learned. I want to believe that you've also learned something that is important for you from that particular episode that we have just discussed. Until we meet again, fellow viewers, do it as usual. Subscribe, share with your fellow friends, share with your lecturers, share with your teachers, Sabbath school teachers, so that they also may use these videos to teach their trainers or trainees that are sitting before them. Till we meet again, God bless you. We say amen.